throws out a dredge line, he throws out an ultimate, and suddenly your LeBlanc is locked down. They at least have some ways of stopping this champion from just distorting all around Summoner's Rift.
Yep.
But the range damage that they do have access to is only in Azir and Jhin. They can't fight here. Again, mid lane waves, priority. It's kind of what all of pro play is about. You say mid lane quest is fake, but if I'm Cream and I get the upgraded Hole Crushers, the game is way easier to play versus Rookie in a side lane. And who else is really going to match you as Azir? So
true.
I'm liking this right now for top esports. I know you talked about the clock already, so I won't mention too much after. Rubs for this IG team does feel nice. I think taking away what could be more gold being generated by this Azir later on is always going to be a good game plan.
So just in layman's terms here, in about 8.5 minutes, we've got, oh no, are we doing this again? We did this all of last game. Our 80 carries are going melee range. Unfortunately, this time for Jauchi, the Corki likes those odds. Out of mana though, Jauchi, we're just gonna, ult under turret. All right, Fotek, how much dodging can you do? Oh my god, oh! Did the minion get that kill for him? It's first blood nonetheless. Back. I don't think he necessarily had to. Top esports have control. It's Wei that has to find a way to break down the door and push on into this Drake that is going to take it precariously slow. Rookie is in a nice position to chunk out 369, forces the Dominus out a bit early.
That's good.
So that's a good win, but I don't see this Dragon in Wei's future, so top esports as a 4-stack will even out our Drakes one apiece. Jway, this is not an engage angle until the Deadly Flourish does go wide. Fengwei is getting jumped on. There's the Cyclone drop down. Fotek should have enough damage. Wei picks up that first kill. Now you're looking for a trade as they have Cream over the wall. Chasing down with that Trundle ultimate.
God.
Rookie coming over as Dre gets a double knockup. Going after Jauchi. There's the LeBlanc damage. Cream throws Fotek into his 80 carry and is able to set up the kill for IG. That was not the Emperor's Divide you wanted to see, top esports.
Do they try to make a play on the Soboro? I mean, Subjugate is good. It's gold into Cream's pocket, which is way more important. Level 11 is going to be hit here for him after he finishes this wave. Maybe just even cutting Soboro off of this entire wave, and this turret is decent enough, but Jway's going to be at least here to somewhat even the odds.
369 TP'd up here, right? So he gets that shield. He pops the Dominus. He's looking for a fight because he knows his turret's gone. Shelly's going to make sure of that. One more auto for Rookie will send it over. Does Wei want the re-engage? That's a pretty scary Renekton at this point in the game, so they'll just take the turret, they'll take the gold. Sobero's going to get that reset off. Wei, you cannot stay here. Your top laner is gone. All right, so we're going to trade the turrets here. I think that's kind of a win for top esports because the Herald had to be used for IG to even set up that turret trade.
Oh, well, I do want to say for Invictus Gaming, Rookie has gotten a lot less attention on the side lane this game and has opened up a CS lead versus Cream. Already up 30 CS, got that turret in the top side.
Hella components done for Rookie, as you mentioned, on those 2 items. Wukong going to get 2 pretty strong items under his belt as well. This is where IG can feel comfortable taking a lot of fights, but they're going back to the same will of diving 369, who's popping the Dominus, surviving a lot of this initial burst. Luckily, though, with the Unbreakable Will, Jway can take up much of that turret, and they find the pick in a turret as well.
And they have 3 grubs. Like, this turret is paper mache between them and a Trinity Force Wukong. This is all with the Dragon still on the bottom side of the map. Jway,
nice
perfect
TP,
teleport timing on this. I think that this play is not real with Saburo still having ultimate.
He's going to cancel out the depth charge with a good Unstoppable. Top esports, Cream takes a turret shot. They're still all inning for this. They bring Jauchi over. The wave is thinning. Dreadline's going to land on a Dre. He's going to pop the Unbreakable. Sobero's trying to get rid of the wave. Jauchi's going to crit shot Dre home. Good flash there out of Cream to get away from Sobero, who's desperately looking for a trade. And Jauchi picks himself up a multi-kill, and they get the turret. The push and pull across the map really shining through for this game, too.
Yeah, but IG get paid completely for this. I don't care that Saburo and Jway died here. I think it's completely negligible at this point. 369's trying to cancel Rookie. I don't care. We got another Dragon here for IG.
And could be a dead Croc. That's a flash out of 369. Yeah, this is, it feels like everything top esports is doing is kind of just second fiddle.
But Corki is going for the jack of all trades and obviously had that elixir. So we'll have an extra point in some of his spells. Cream, can he summon a turret?
Dead.
No.
Yep, and he drifts right into Fotek's waiting arms, so Cream is picked off on the bot side here. IG made it clear that is their part of the map now. Loses his flash into the Alistar, and now Nayo's caught. They have TPs galore coming in here. They're trying to burst out Rookie, though, who gets caught. The distort flash will get Rookie out with a sliver of HP as Jauchi needs time to reload. Re-engage on top of 369, who's trying to use the dominance to buy him some space. But here comes Wei coming through. This will be a huge cyclone if he can land it. There's the knockup. They get onto Jauchi. He's desperately trying to kite back. He does blow up Dway, but it sets up for the Natovo strike pullback to finally kill off the Golden Goose, and now IG can turn their attention to the Purple Worm.
Handily to Invictus Gaming as Top Esports caught all over the map with their pants down. I mean, even just trying to find that aggressive look onto Dway, you have no control of the bottom side jungle here. So trying to make that happen in mid lane means that Jauchi loses his flash. Fight.
Picture in picture, though, we're seeing a catch come across. They've got Rookie killed off. That's a nice, I'm going to assume it's a pillar into a deadly flourish there to get Rookie. 5 the initial engage from IG.
There is no Cataclysm, or there's no Wukong Cyclone, there's no Unbreakable
that
Will. This should be their
line.
fight to find.
Fogway, that did not seem like a good angle. They do barely get the Trundle out. Can they get Jauchi some valuable auto attack time? Wei takes the hextech portal in. Immediately tricksters himself back out. Photic tries to step up. Here comes Stanley first, but Rookie is right there. Jauchi immediately has to cancel it, but my God, does he get collected by Jauchi. And there's a huge Shuriman shuffle, but again, Cream throws him into his 80k, but this time, Jauchi says, no, I'm taking heads, not names.
369 on this Renekton, man. He comes in clutch with a good stun down onto Rookie and to Photic. Going over to Top Esports, single dragon anyway. I think it's a big nothing burger fight. A double teleport.
I don't think it is anymore. Yeah, no, they want this kill, and they want the gold onto Cream. Sobero, you are going down, my friend. This game is slowly swinging momentum-wise back in to Top Esports' wheelhouse. That should be Cream getting a huge amount of gold, and Ulk, I can say it now, I'm not getting baited by halfway through it. But you could feel the pressure points of a deadly flourish coming across. A big RFC shot in any of these frontliners. Oh my God, Orfangway just engages on top of 5 people to knock up Photic. Is he really trying to walk his way out of here? Dway says no. Rookie takes that kill, but there's more range coming through here. Cream Sand Soldiers can set things up for some trade back damage, but it's putting them in a pretty precarious spot. Trying to lean back into that range, but you see the bottom side of the screen. Wei is trying to sneak the dragon. Deadly Flourish is going to claim Sobero. They use the depth charge to punt Rookie out of the fight, but there's the Shuriman shuffle down as well. Fungway is very low, and Rookie just pops him like a balloon. That's why we wanted to see the LeBlanc come out from Rookie, and now it is going to be IG securing Hextech Soul, and that could be the death mark on this game too for Top Esports.
A little too much tank frontline there, and Fungway, no flash, no heal, no life. Top Esports will now move into this. We're getting a teleport here from 369 and from Cream. They could just collapse.
Yep, and they're going to jump right on top of him. Cream flashes away from Rookie, does get over the chain. Nayo's trying to walk himself back in, but Photic says no. Pillar is going to slow Photic up. They need to get Jauchi in, but they're too separated. Sobero throws himself right into Cream's waiting arms. Does he have enough tank stats? He goes all out. 369 flashes out. Photic finds that kill. Jauchi trying to step up to crit shot onto Photic. Sobero very low. The front line is starting to crumble a bit for IG. They're trying to cower back, but Dway's going to find that kill. Everybody flashing on top of each other. Jauchi caught with a big root. Can Cream push any of this damage out? Fogway, Cream standing in the middle, but the Zanyas will not save the last damage dealer for Top Esports. IG, they see their front line crumble. Just sets up for their carries to come on through here. Clean up time for Photic, and that will be the ace for IG, 2 members strong.
This LeBlanc is a massive problem in these fights. We've seen it time and time again. Rookie gets right into the back line, and he's poking all of the members out from Top Esports, so they never have time to stand their ground. Baron goes over to IG.
Baron power play. We have turned the corner, IG. It's probably helping they have this Hextech Soul and Rookie who could delete any of these carries he can get his hands on here.
You're worried potentially about Cream, who is now level 16 and is completely farming up Cream. What the hell?
Oh, he got Dway off of him, though. He kind of baits in the Alistar, pops the Unbreakable Will. This time, Curtain Call not mispositioned, and Jauchi does not miss his shots. Dway goes down. They turn their attention to Sobero, trying to eliminate these front lines time after time, but the all-out pulls Nayo into the waiting arms of Wei. He shreds his resistances, but boy, does he set up for an easy pick on a Nayo. And that forces Top Esports out of their chase with a 1-for-1 trade. Call him onto the Rift, and Top Esports, it feels like they're just so out of sorts to try and force their way towards this pit. They've gambled going through the bot side. They've sacked mid lane wave completely, but look how dark that side of the river is. It's a very scary prospect with 369 still yet to TP, but they want to start the Elder Dragon up. Here comes the TP for 369. Battle line's drawn. How much work can Rookie get done? Because the first time he distorts, he gets poked out. Caught with a deadly flourish. Has to Zanya's the curtain call. Can Wei get in there to cancel it? Rookie's going to try and just double distort out. But they've gotten rid of Rookie early on. Empress Defiant's going to buy space for Cream and Chachi to free hit this front line. Wei tries to go into the background. There's the all-out for Sombro. On to Cream. Chachi, he's able to take down Jway. And Rookie cannot get in. No damage for IG can get through. And the Elder is going to reset to about 11K. But this is top Esports is to take. Wei is even going to look at a steal angle. Again, IG crumble with the red carpet rolled out for him.
38-minute Baron on the cards here. Top Esports will have this and the Elder Dragon for the next minute as IG are going to lose all of the gold lead. This gold graph is going to look like a complete clown fiesta at the end of this game.
The LPL fiesta, just the way we like it. Fun fact, we've had 5 Barons taken in this series. This is Top Esports' first one. Ooh. Oh my god, Nayo. Oh my god, Nayo. Okay, all right, well, you called it. Rookie still hurts. Rookie still hurts.
6 items at this point completely obliterates the structure. No standing outer structures for either team. A massive flank potentially coming through as Wei's gonna look. Chachi still has flash.
They have Elder for about 20 seconds longer by this point.
Yes.
This last wave coming up, they should have it. Oh, they spotted Wei. They know the flake's coming through, but Top Esports, they don't care. They're going right down mid lane. Are they going to try to finish this off with Elder now? Their Elder is going to tick away. TES, you don't want to overextend here too far. 369 is going to pop the Dominus. Chachi just deletes these turrets, though. First Nexus turret's going to go down. When do IG look for the turn? Nayo is sectioning off Wei. Sobero's getting chunked, but they're setting up a bit of a pincer. Wei's trying to cut off their escape. 369 gets a bit of chunk damage down, but as long as Chachi is standing, how do IG make anything work? Finally, Chachi gets hit down about half HP. Rookie goes forward, gets caught in the Zanyas, and there forward is Fogway. Rookie is barely getting himself out. His way on the backside has killed off Nayo. And they're going to try and chase that way. He flashes himself out of the first curtain call. TPs are coming behind. Cream is going to throw up a turret to try and protect. But Top Esports have to usher out Mr. President Chachi. Protect him well. Baron's going to expire, but that crystalline overgrowth basically gets rid of that bot tier 3 turret. And another way in for Top Esports. There are no Nexus turrets still up. Those are yet to respawn as we have a fight on 2 fronts starting. Fongwei is going to engage on a Sobro. Rookie tries to go in. Chunk scream to about half HP. That's a nice little bit of poke. But Top Esports get what they're coming for. Weird curtain call comes out here from Chachi. But Rookie's too scared to really go after him. He doesn't hit any of his shots, and now he's a bit overextended.
Good enough. Maybe Top Esports just look for something now.
But Rookie over the wall. He gets towards Chachi. He flashes out. He still has his GA. And Cream is going to shove all of the front line of IG away from their carries. Nayo is hammering out away. Goes into the GA. 369 blinking health bar. Does get himself out. Re-engage with Sobero. But Chachi's still untouched. And now Cream finally fully scaled up. This is the rage. And the repeated blows to the head until Rookie throws himself in. Photic has enough damage. But Chachi's full HP. Crit shot onto Rookie. Nearly takes him out all on his own. Nayo gets himself out. We calm things back down with a curtain call. Chachi can't hit his shot. He can only get 1 in the chamber. Sobro back on the map. Way back on the map. Everybody back and available on the map. I do not care about that tier 3 turret going down the top lane. Thank you for the picture-in-picture, though. And Zervers, how do we set back up for this Elder now?
We need to be fighting now. We need to start this. 369 has no teleport. There's going to be a 10-second window where Renekton will not be here and they will have numbers advantage. IG, great vision denial for the time being. They are shredding this dragon. How does Nayo get in?
How does 369 get here in time? Oh my god, it's going to be a 50-50. Nayo, can you win the smite battle? Dwayne says no. Can IG get the Elder? Yes, Wei has it, but they have to sacrifice a member to do so. Sobro comes down. Curtain call's going to open up. There's no frontline left for IG, but they try to re-engage. Dwayne's going to go down. Wei tries to get these big knockups to find some of these Elder resets, but Chachi's untouched. Nobody can get towards this core. Rookie evaporates his health bar. GA goes down. Nayo's done. Rookie is going to save the series for IG. Absolute cinema in the LPL, and there's the Elder scream out to finish it off. We're going the distance.
There's a teleport available for Rookie. That's it. I mean, the death timers are way too long. They have a mid-wave and still 3 grubs. What the hell was this game, and why did we have to be in here for another 15 minutes? IG They really played with their food in this one and just barely squeak out a game win.
Their Nexus exposed. Their determination unwavering. We're going to a game 3 and